So for mine, I know that at the Turlock campus in the quad, I think in October they do the festival of the month and they do it at the quad and they celebrate and they're very inclusive. There's also LGBTQ mentors. So you can go to the specific link on the website and you can apply
Okay.
to either be a mentor for someone that is LGBTQ as well as find someone to help you. So, and then, well, we have a lot of outdoors activity. I know Lauren probably has run into Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, there's pretty much a party on the quad. There is never a Wednesday
Okay.
that there's nothing. Like sometimes they'll give you breakfast, they'll make pancakes there for you, and then they'll have games where you can win prizes. There are some times where we have trampolines as well, the air trampolines, and for kids, and you see them. It gets pretty crazy on Wednesday, Warrior Wednesday.
Okay, so all the Wednesdays are activities
All for the students, and
for
it's very
everyone.
welcoming. It's
Okay.
very, and I've never seen any discriminations against LGBTQ, at least not in my experience. Maybe others have, but I haven't specifically.
Okay. Well, in our university, well, in our campus that we study, that see each other, walk through the all the campus to go to our classes. I don't remember something like special that the university do about the LGBT, or like you said, all Wednesdays, like someday in the week, like something related about that. But I think that all respect that um, all re- that all respect that how can I say, mm, como esa parte, esa mm,
Have a specific, like for us, like we have typically every Wednesday we have a booth for either homelessness
yes,
or
it
LGBTQ, but they don't have anything that's specifically targeted towards that. You know,
no, I don't think, or maybe I don't
or you at least something you
know
haven't
about
seen.
that. Yes,
Yeah. So in your
but
experience.
yes, and but I think all the people, the students, respect that. But there is nothing like special or a place or some a group of or a organization or something that is specifically about that. Okay, that's
And I can go
what I said.
next and just
Pues yo creo que sí, en español. Em, Desde mi punto de vista, no he percibido que haya así como discriminación a las personas del grupo LGBT, pero o sea, de hecho, pues sí, la gente es inclusiva, o no me ha tocado ver que existan casos donde se discriminen. Em, y pues hablaban de actividades, ¿no? Que sí habían actividades, sí se hacen actividades, pero no es que toda la escuela se incluya, sino que es como un grupo en específico. Por ejemplo, hay grupos de danza y ese grupo se presenta o así y ya pues nos los presentan a todos un pabellón donde normalmente la gente se reúne a convivir o comer o muchas veces hacer tarea. Ujú.
So she said that she's never really witnessed discrimination either in her campus, and that it's never, at least not in her perspective, she's never seen it. But that based on activities, that they do have like specific grouped activities. So with that being said, so like there could be like a dance class, or they would rehearsal and they'll practice and everything, and they'll go on to a stage specifically, and then they'll show the dance to everyone else, and the whole entire community, pretty much the school community, can join and kind of see them and see the performance.
Pues en mi opinión, pues yo creo que sí, ¿no? Creo que
Pues desde mi perspectiva, como que es bien aceptado en la escuela. Nunca he visto algún problema o alguna discriminación hacia alguno de mis compañeros que tienen esa preferencia sexual. Y pues dependiendo de actividades, pues son muy inclusivas. O sea, hay muchas actividades como lo es pues el deporte, fútbol, también hay actividades como la danza, como decía mi compañera Carolina. También hay actividades de cine, de fotografía. O sea, sí hay varias actividades que no son así como que solo distinguen a alguna comunidad en especial, sino como que reúnen a muchas personas en general.
So what he said was that he's also never seen the discrimination because pretty much any group events, either it's soccer or dancing or any type of extracurricular activity, they accept anyone and everyone. There's never really judgment. There's never a person that's going to be excluded because of their gender or their sex or any of their representation or how they identify. I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, that's I think that's all. I don't know if Carlos wants to say something, but that's like um lo que engloba lo que se hace en la universidad o lo que algunos or like some groups of students, maybe of other institutos, but of the same university, do in our school. So I think the point is clear about that. So we can go to the next question, to the next, just the next question.
Sounds good. Just to add on to kind of I know that Lauren said it. I don't know about you guys, just to kind of compare. At least when it comes to our campus is really big. And when I say big, I mean it's a 15-minute walk sometimes from one building.
Okay.
Like it's a really big campus, but in our I don't know about you guys, in our buildings, almost each floor has a study area, and you can either have a private session or you could have like a group session, and there's even like inside the facilities, inside the buildings, there's like other study areas where you're in the community, so you'll see everybody else walking around you. And outside almost every single building, and I'm almost positive there's like an environmental study area, so you're surrounded by plants, by trees, but there's also tables to study and everything. So I don't know if your campus has things like that. I've never seen people laying on the grass because there's too many geese up there and there's poop everywhere, but there is a lot of opportunities to hang out and see other people.
That sounds very good. That you said that there are areas that you can group well, that are so many students that can make homework, study, making projects, and it's like el ambiente de estudio, ¿no? Que todos están
The
como,
ambience of studying.
okay, that are all are doing the same thing. So in our campus, well, in our edificio, ¿cómo se llama? Like the building, the building of architecture, there are like how many classrooms, no? Se le llama salón. Like 10 classrooms, I think, like 5 in the first. Ay, se me van las palabras. Perdón,
Floor. In the first floor.
Is in the first floor, another 5 in the next floor, and also like 4 other classrooms that are specifically to like these ones big tables that we need to make in
Or like study
plans.
hall or study rooms.
No, salones con los respiradores para hacer planos de arquitectura.
Okay.
Entonces, okay. And another classroom with computers to work in the computers when we need it. And the direction, the bathrooms.
So do
And
you see a
they-
lot, do you see posters of LGBTQ posted around your campus, or is that
Mm,
something that doesn't really?
I see, so not too much, like
Okay.
once a week in the buildings that we are studying.
Okay, so and
And
correct me if I'm
the-
wrong, Lauren. I think we see them, almost every building has something of LGBTQ,
Okay.
and I know there's flags too and everything.
And I think more in the architecture building, because we are more creative, because the campus is all about engineering and maths. That is only maths, and then in architecture we are more creative, like draw, do things, all that stuff. The building is like in the center is a place. Well, there are tables that all the students work in their laptops doing plans and all that kind of that, or yes, homework in their laptops that we need to do, or homework or the plans that I said.
Hi, Abril.
And all around is the classrooms that I'd say. Like in the center is some tables, not a lot, but some tables to work.
Okay.
And also is the bibliothèque or the library.
Library.
The library.
Library.
Okay, I think the campus is not that big than yours. I think to walking through the finish of you are gonna make like 15 to 20 minutes walking. It's not that big than yours, like you said, like 15 minutes walk to all the campus.
There's a lot of rooms, a lot of students, definitely. I
But
think
there's
it's
always
interesting.
something LGBTQ posted for sure everywhere
Yeah.
you go.
Okay.
It's interesting, Robbie, that you mentioned the being creative people in your college, in your classrooms. Our school, Beatriz, you mentioned that we're mostly liberal arts college, I would say, like not specifically, but a lot of people that go there go for that program, our liberal studies program. So being that by nature, that's like an inclusive, accepting profession, I think, kind of lends itself to be inclusive for LGBTQ students and representative for people that identify as LGBTQ. So that's an interesting connection, I think, between our campuses.
What I do always say for sure, it's that when it comes to being inclusive, I think everything is super inclusive. I think there is, if I'm not mistaken, there is a sorority for LGBTQ individuals. So you can join a sorority and, they're kind of your little circle, your bubble, and you're with them, and they do a lot of organizing too, just like all the other ones. But like I said, our school is very pro and very outspoken about being pro LGBTQ. So you will find I've taken a few classes, and out of my classes, the topic of LGBTQ pops up at least out of the 4 classes I can take one time, at least every semester. Around reaching your facility, do you guys see? So I know you said in your facility you don't really see a lot of LGBTQ stuff, but what about in the campus, in the whole campus in general? Do you see it being promoted per se? I guess like.
Okay, so me personally, I don't go over the final of the campus like in the Polideportivo or Ciencias de la Tierra. Like, oh, it's so far, and I don't have a reason to go there. But in the Pabellon Universitario that is in the center,
Mhm.
between our building, here we can eat. They are like some places of food that we can go and buy something that we want. And right there, some students also of other campus go there, and like my classmates say, like they dance, like they protest, like they, because right there are a lot of people of all the buildings that go uh, to eat something in their free time.
Okay.
And right there, all the community and some groups are, I don't know what they are trying to express or to say or lo que sea, go there to, because there are
It's how they are.
este,
They can join as a community. It's your community event.
sí, bueno, digamos
Com-
porque ahí es la mayor gente, entonces ahí van a expresarse,
Okay.
a hablar, a bailar, a lo que sea. Entonces ahí es donde más se concentra, digamos. Y en nuestro edificio hay igual lugares donde puedes pegar tu, incluso estudiantes para vender alguna cosa o para algún
Okay.
curso, o para, entonces igual ahí pueden pegar sus pósters o notas o lo que sea, de lo que quieran expresarse. Y así es más o menos how, como es este tema.
Okay. So just to compare, so I guess our campus is a little bit more open about LGBTQ then for sure. But you guys do have your similar study areas, I'm assuming, where you can kind of, if it's architect or if it's art or whatever it is, you guys have your areas where you can study and kind of be together, I'm assuming. Kind of what you said, which is what you said, there was the classroom that has your tables where you can do your drawing, your plans and everything else. You do have similar study areas, I think, but with our campuses, we are very, like Lauren said, we're very nature. So let me see. I have kind of a few pictures that I've taken at my campus, and it's very, I want to say, super nature. You can find waterfalls, you can find.
Okay, it's great that your university had a lot of green areas. We don't have a waterfall or some green areas. We want, and another places that we can study or do homework or whatever is the library. There are so many tables, but for me, in my own perspective, in my personally, I live 10 minutes walking of the university. So when I finish my classes, I walk through to my department and I do homework here. And but maybe my team can talk something about places or where they do homework in the, maybe in the library, in our building, or in what other place. So for me, it's easy to the school for my department, and that's all. I don't spend a lot of time in the university, so only for my classes and maybe do homework in group, but that's all.
Como vivo un poco retirado de la universidad, entonces cuando yo tengo horas libres, pues me quedo a hacer tarea ahí en la universidad, ya avanzo mis trabajos y ya cuando tengo la hora de clase, pues ya, y siempre voy a la biblioteca o si no al pabellón. El pabellón pues es como el centro de ahí, como un área comercial Entonces, pues ahí hago mis trabajos. Ahí hago mis trabajos cuando necesito internet, porque ahí me agarra el internet. Sí,
So
y pues ya.
he said that for studying, like he does live far away from the campus. So because he lives far away from the campus, when he does have hours to kill, he typically either goes to study in the library or he goes and he studies in their center, which is kind of like our quad. It's similar to our quad. It's just that I'm assuming it's kind of set differently, but that he typically just studies there because that's also where the Wi-Fi gets best. We get Wi-Fi everywhere on our campus, no matter how we can be in the parking lot and get Wi-Fi. So that's
And the connection in all the campus is good
oh yeah,
in all the
most
places.
at least the areas I've been to. I don't know about you, Lauren, but I think almost every single area I've ever been to, the Wi-Fi is really good, and there's like different Wi-Fi's. There's one that only students and teachers can access because they have to use their student email and password. And there's a guest Wi-Fi. I've never tried the guest
Okay.
Wi-Fi because I am a student, so I can use just
No.
my email.
Our Wi-Fi is public to all the people, but yeah, in some specific places it's like good. In the majority of the campus doesn't work well, but maybe in the pavilion or sometimes in our building when there are cuando no hay tantas personas
When it's
ocupándolo.
not overwhelmed, when there's not too many
Yes.
people logged in, it works perfectly. Okay. I don't
So
think we have that
sometimes,
problem.
okay. So sometimes it's going well and sometimes not. So
Sometimes your internet is crashing because
Yes,
there's
yes,
like
yes.
1,000 people. Okay. Makes
yes, yes,
sense.
yes. And I think that's all. So, well, some things about our campus. Obviously, it's not all that of our campus and all the things that we do. But I think that's fine for now. I don't
think
know
that's
if
good. I think we got a
Okay.
lot of info. Unless Abril, did you want to comment, or Fer, do you want to comment? Anyone else? If you guys don't, I think we are pretty much set for our discussion post. We should be
Okay.
good. Fer, y si quieres hablar español, puedo traducir, no se preocupen, it's okay. I'm here to help you guys, whatever you guys need. I think
Oye,
that's
muchas
why they
gracias.
put someone with Spanish speaking in the group. I think that's what they did on purpose.
También estoy de acuerdo con él. Hay partes de nuestro instituto que agarra bien el internet, pero hay otras donde sí, la verdad no, ni te alcanzas a meter a Facebook. Entonces es como que hay partes donde sí está chido y hay partes donde no está tan bien. Y con respecto a los lugares donde hacer tarea, pues yo creo que sí contamos con muchos espacios donde podemos hacer tarea, desde la biblioteca, el pabellón o hasta las mismas aulas. A cierto punto nuestro instituto sí es algo completo en algunas cosas.
Sí, y bueno, personalmente a mí, por ejemplo, no me gusta trabajar en el edificio de nosotros porque normalmente donde está el área de, bueno, una mesa donde tiene contactos, como dice Ravi, hay mucha gente y a veces no es posible trabajar ahí o en el pabellón tampoco, pero en la biblioteca es muy tranquilo. Y a diferencia de otros institutos, yo creo que el de nosotros pues es perfecto. O sea, pues la biblioteca es grande, tiene pues, un buen espacio para que nosotros trabajemos. Y hay otros que es pequeño y hasta es estresante estar ahí. En el pabellón, pues, es más como para convivencia, para mí, porque igual no me concentro ahí y también hace mucho calor en la tarde ahí.
So what Fed was saying was that internet still sucks, depending on how many people, but overall it's good and they're able to connect for the most part. But I think Carol, I think all of them maybe have the same opinion that although their campus might not have the best internet connection sometimes, it is complete. and it's pretty cool. It's amazing. It's a good campus, and they like their environment. They do have plenty of study areas, and they have plenty of areas that they can kind of get work done and, you know, be a community.
Que en su edificio se haya como que ese tipo de conectividad, porque pues realmente para nosotros igual es muy complicado, porque por ejemplo, aunque en el centro de nuestro edificio haya buen internet cuando no hay mucha gente, pues realmente cuando te vas a salones más alejados, pues realmente ya no llega una buena conexión. Y inclusive la señal para celular igual falla, entonces no sé por qué falla, pero hace por la infraestructura, yo quiero pensar, pero pues realmente igual esos lugares pues como que no, o sea, dentro de lo que cabe realmente nuestro edificio está muy bueno porque he visitado otros institutos y únicamente tienen la biblioteca, porque ahorita renovaron un instituto y de hecho quitaron como las mesas que había pues en cafetería básicamente. Entonces, pues creo que dentro de lo que cabe, pues nosotros en ese sentido, pues sí estamos muy, pues, muy bien, sinceramente.
So she said, yeah, that, you know, they do have plenty of study places, and although sometimes it can be difficult, that for what it's worth, they do have a good amount of support and a good environment, and the campus is, you know, it's good, and they have, although some things have been taken away and they have been rearranged or fixed,